From the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU-8 Sports.
Good morning, everyone. We're nearing the end of the year and the end of the Mizzou football season, so KOMU-8's Mihir Begat lets us relive the top 5 moments of one of the best seasons in school history.
At number 5, we start with DGB's school record 4-touchdown performance against Kentucky.
What a catch by DGB!
When I saw him go up and get it, I've never seen somebody do that.
Do you think there's any corner out there who can stop you on a fade route?
Honestly, not at all.
At number 4, we go from DGB's breakout game to Henry Josie's comeback game. 2 years after Josie thought he may never walk again, this happened.
Josie gets outside to the 45, to the 50, to the 40 of Murray State, right sideline, outruns the defender to the 10, to the 5, dives to the end zone, and to the house. Looks healthy to me. You think there's any problems with that knee? The speed is still there, my gosh.
I looked up and I thanked God. I mean, I was pretty much screaming at him. I hope he heard me.
And after the game,
so proud to give this to your teammate, Henry Josie!
Number 3. That's the number of times Michael Sam had 3 sacks in a game this season.
Guess who? Sam right there with the sack.
On his way to becoming just the second unanimous All-American in Mizzou history.
It's historic.
If you thought that was historic, how about number 2? Missouri upsets Georgia. The Tigers' first win against a top 10 team on the road in 32 years.
It's surreal, but I mean, we've been believing in this team, man. I mean, we believed all along. Like, we didn't go to a bowl game last year. You know, it was a small setback for a major comeback.
And they capped off the comeback season with the comeback kid, which brings us to number 1.
Josie running left, cuts it back right, gets a breakaway to midfield, to the 40, being chased to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the house.
To have our dreams realized is, wow.
The Tigers have won the SEC East, and guess what? They're heading to Atlanta.
This senior class wanted to be remembered, and this is a senior night that no Mizzou fan will ever forget.
And here comes the crowd onto the field to celebrate with their Tigers.
What a sight. What a sight. We haven't seen this since Oklahoma lost against Missouri in 2010.
But to truly appreciate this moment, you have to go back to SEC Media Days.
Not just being satisfied with making it to a bowl game, but to preach championships. And I think that's kind of our seniors' mentality this year.
The team with the vision that started back in January, that nobody believed in but themselves, proved the country they deserve respect.
Wow, what a season. And it's not over yet. Mizzou can still win the Cotton Bowl, which would also make Gary Pinkel the winningest coach in school history. So let's check out some of the other bowl action yesterday. NIU and Heisman runner-up Jordan Lynch taking on Utah State in the Poinsettia Bowl. Early on in this one, Lynch fumbles it away. The Aggies held him to 39 yards on the ground. That's just the second time he's been held under 50 yards rushing all season. But Lynch was able to cap off a 78-yard drive in the second with a dive into the end zone here. That gave the Huskies the 7-6 lead. Third quarter now, Lynch runs the bootleg, rolls out to the right, and gets picked off for his second turnover of the game. That led to an Aggies touchdown and a 13-7 lead for them. Now in the fourth, Utah State seals the deal with this Joey DiMartino touchdown. The Aggies win their second straight bowl game with a 21-14 win over the Huskies. On to the Little Caesars Bowl, Bowling Green and Pittsburgh. The difference in this one was the running game. Pitt rushed for 255 yards thanks to this guy, freshman James Conner. He had 570 yards this season, and he had 229 yesterday. Meanwhile, Bowling Green rushed for a team total of 10 yards. The Falcons kept it close through the air, though, but the Panthers sacked them 7 times. This final drive sacked by Aaron Donald. Wow, the guy won a lot of those awards that Michael Sam was a finalist for. He had 10 sacks and 26.5 tackles for a loss this season, and he wins his final collegiate game. By the way, Minnesota defensive end and Hickman grad Alex Keith will play in the Texas Bowl against Syracuse later today. He's the brother of Kern's QP star running back Justice Keith. That's sports, folks.
Hi.